Hello everyone, Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Honolulu, Oahu. I got Waikiki right behind me, diamond head over my shoulder, and today we're talking about sales. And I want you to think about something, that this happens when you go to do a sales process when you sit down with a buyer. Now this could be business to business, this could be business to consumer, but I did this a lot when I was in home sales. And I want to give you this sales tip and this strategy to help you out close more deals. Now, in the mind of the buyer, when they set up an appointment with another company, they feel like for some reason there's something owed to that company to have them come out and give the presentation. And a lot of times buyers are scared to cancel the appointment. Now at this point, you know, you should have some like lights going off on top of your head like, aha, maybe there's something that I can do. Well, there is something that you can do, and you can volunteer to cancel the appointment for the person who's supposed to come out. Now, I have done this quite often. I have done this a lot. I have done this many times, and I'm gonna give you a couple of tips that'll really help you out make this okay. So a lot of times people will say, all right, Scott, I gotta think about it. All right, yeah, that's cool. You know, we go through the process, we figure out what's going on, and they go, well, you know, I'm still getting other bids. Cool. Would you like me to take care of canceling those appointments for you? And like sometimes people are just like, they get relieved. They're like, you would do that for me? You really would have canceled the appointment for me? Like, yeah, I would, no problem. You know, you want me to cancel it, I'll cancel it. Just, you know, I would do it from their landline. I would never do it from my phone because it always had like the name of the company. And so like with caller ID, they would be like, oh, Scott's company that he works for is calling to cancel an appointment again. Because I had that happen a couple of times, like where the people would say, hey, Scott, we know this issue, you can't cancel the appointment, we're gonna send our guy out anyway, okay? So if you're gonna do this, make sure you're using the client's phone. That's gonna be the first thing. And just be really calm about it. Just call up and say, hey, look, you know what, we need to cancel our appointment. We'll call back and reschedule for later, okay? So here's the thing, if you start saying like, no, we just don't need it right now, that person's just gonna get like really fishy and suspicious. They're not gonna get fishy. They're gonna say, hey, something fishy's going on. I don't know where that came from, right? They're gonna say something fishy's going on here, and they're gonna start getting suspicious, and they're gonna start asking more questions. So if you just say, hey, look, you know, we'll call you back later. Now, chances are really good that that company sucks, and they're never gonna call back anyway. And you know, you've got the opportunity to deliver your product, your good, or your service. And if you're going through everything and you're taking the sell away at the end, it's really gonna help you out because it's gonna cause that person to not say, let's go ahead and move forward with the other company. Now, if you do this enough, other companies are gonna get wise to what's going on, and that's what happened to me. So I would tend to call like after hours sometimes. I started playing times and games with when I would call, and sometimes I would have to give a little bit of a discount to get the homeowner to do it, so it would be in their voice, all right? Now, typically, I don't like to give discounts, but if I'm gonna lock in an appointment so that that other person can't take it, I will give one on the condition that they call and cancel. Now, here's the thing, big like flags, flashing lights, whoop, 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 you gotta know. If that buyer says that they're going to do it, and they say that they're going to cancel, no, they're not, because they're nervous about it. I don't know how many times me early on in my sales career would believe somebody when they'd say, you know what, I'll cancel it. Job sold, I think it's all locked up. I have the deposit, I have everything that I need. I have the agreement signed, authorized, whatever word you want to use. And next thing I know, the person's calling and saying, hey, you know, something's going on. And it's never really the answer. They're never gonna tell you another company came out and did it for less, because in my world, the only way you could beat me is to underbid me, because I will outwork anybody and everybody. So they would say, you know, they'd start hemming and hawing. Not a normal conversation like, hey, we need to hold this, or we need to put this process for, it's that hem and haw, like, well, you know, right then and there, the other guy came in, your job now is to get in behind them. But here's the thing, you have to be willing to cancel other appointments. And you're like, Scott, in my industry, we just don't do that. And I'm gonna say, why not? It's just like, because you've never done it before, right? And you know, maybe the first time you're just a little bit nervous, just like the first time you did sales, but learn how to cancel the competition's appointment. Now, for you, what you need to know is maybe my process, my industry, what I'm talking about is a little bit different than yours. You're gonna have to make some modifications. You're gonna have to take the effort and figure out what's going on. But just know that a lot of times that buyer is scared to cancel the appointment because in their mind, like right here, they think that they owe that company something just because they set the appointment. And it really doesn't mean anything. That appointment, the sales girl has never been out there, but they just think, I gotta live up to this expectation and have somebody come out, okay? So know that it's entirely cool for you to cancel appointments against the other companies, take that job off the table, right? Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, a question, or story, that would be fantastic. To the right, to the left, like somewhere in here, there's a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do, you gotta subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, They even got this thing called LinkedIn. Send it out there too. Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.